Tata 850, requesting VFR up to 8,500 to Monterey, and rear/golf.
Okay, Falcon 512, understand one VFR at 8,500 to, or at 8,000, it's going to be 8,500. Or actually, it's probably going to be 9 or 7,500 for VFR to Monterey. And what's your aircraft type again? Say that one more time.
That is going to be a Socata 850 in symbol. It's an Epic E1000.
Oh, I see. Okay. Clearance on request. Bye.
Hey, Grant, you run into a problem?
12. Cleared out of the San Francisco.
Did you run into a problem?
Nope, just on my push now.
Maintain VFR at or below 2,000. Squawk 4510.
Clear cross Bravo airspace, maintain VFR up to 2,000, and squawk 4510 for the compatible.
Final console, read that correct, and your final altitude will be 7,500 for direction of flight. Read that correct? And can you take runway 28 right at intersection Lima?
That's affirmative. We can take 28 right intersection Lima, and our final altitude would be 7,500, and the direction of the flight would be southward for that compatible.
Right.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Locking gear. Departure check completed. Live has been inserted. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start that wheel.
Ground up to 9,300 heavy from the taxi, 28 right.
Delta 9,300, was that called?
Safer.
Delta 1900, or sorry, Delta 9,300, runway 28, right taxi at Alpha, Foxtrot 1, hold short of runway 1.
Alpha, Foxtrot 1, short runway 1, thanks, Delta 93.
Just to confirm, 9,300 short of runway 1 left. Delta 9,300, I just need you to read back, please, because it is all for instruction. Hold short of runway 1 left. You said runway 1.
Runway 1 left. Okay, yeah, you said runway 1 initially, so I just repeated what you said. Hold short runway 1 for Delta 9,300 heavy. Alright, ground Delta 1980, ready for taxi to runway 28 right.
Delta 1980, it's going to be runway 1 right, taxi Alpha 1.
Set parking brakes.
Wait, did you catch what he said there?
Negative. He's weak.
Could you please repeat that? I didn't hear you. Delta 1980.
Delta 1980, it's going to be runway 1 right, taxi via Alpha Alpha 1.
Okay, 1 right, Alpha Alpha 1, Delta 1980.
Why am I getting runway 1 right?
Did he give you 28 right initially?
He didn't give me anything initially.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass main removed.
Freaking Norton's man bloody blocking my restream.
Yeah.
I used to wonder that. One day he likes it and then the other day it's not safe. Yeah, it could be a bloody mind.
Now I just gotta figure out how to get the 1 right.
Left is clear.
It's right.
Right
It's
clear.
right ahead of you.
The first one? Okay, okay.
Delta 93, turn your transponder on, please.
Okay, Delta 93,
Thank you.
You think PMDG could get that right when you turned it on in the aircraft, that it synced up with V-Pilot?
Delta 9300, heavy monitor tower 120.5.
Alright, 20.5, thanks. Delta 9300 heavy.
Delta 1980, hold your position, verify what Alpha to Alpha 1.
Delta 1980 here, I got a little lost here, sorry about that.
And Delta 612.
Delta 1980. Stand by, Delta 1980. On Mike, hold short of runway 1 left, that's taxiway you're on. And monitor tower 120.5 is going to cross you.
Alright, hold short of 1 left.
Delta 622 for the taxi, 28 right please.
Hello, 622, runway 1 right, taxi via right on Alpha, Alpha 1.
622 heavy, you signed us 28 right on the departure.
Oh, I'm sorry, I gave you 28 right. Let's see, runway 28 right, taxi Alpha, Foxtrot 1, hold short, runway 1 left, thanks for the reminder.
Okay, Alpha Foxtrot 1 holding short of runway 1 left, Delta 622 heavy. Brakes are on.
Delta 1980 Air, you want me?
Can you say that again, please? Delta 1980?
Delta 1980, you can just contact the tower 120.5. They'll take care of you across one right, or one left.
Okay, what was that frequency again? Delta 1980?
120.5. Have a good day.
Alright, 120.5, thank you.
Delta 622, on your way out of the ramp, make sure your transponder is on and squawking 4506.
Okay, transponder's coming on now, Delta 622 Heavy.
.com 512, ready for taxi.
Delta 512, runway 28 right, intersection Lima, taxi at Charlie, hold short of runway 1 left.
28 right, while Charlie holds short 1 left. .com 512.
And Delta 512, it's going to be 28 right, intersection Lima, about 6,500 feet available for you. Just verify it's 28 right, intersection Lima.
Can you repeat the instructions again for .com 512?
Delta 512, you read that runway 28 right, and I assigned you 28 right at intersection Lima. It's about 6,500 feet available. I just wanted to confirm that you had that runway assignment, not just full length at intersection Lima.
That's correct. We will be departing from 28 right intersection Lima, and we'll be holding short at 1 left at this point, and we should be good for 6,500. .com 512.
Great, thank you. Stockholm 512, monitor tower 120. Have a good day.
40 tower, .com 512. Thank you.
Well, Delta 622, monitor tower 120.5. Have a good day.
20.5 for Delta 622 Heavy, and just confirm you'll give us a crossing over at Foxtrot on 1 left.
Delta 622, that's correct, and I'm headed off, so that's why I'm having you contact them for monitoring.
Okay, monitoring the tower. 622 Heavy, thanks for the help. See you soon.
Well, I'm rolling.
See you in the app.
Okay.
You gave me a different runway, that's alright.
San Francisco Tower, .512, holding short 1 Lima. 1 left. Sorry.
You guys actually got that tower controller to take that penis out of his mouth and the one out of his ear and actually understand what you were saying and get back to you?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Welcome 512, cross runway 1 left, hold short runway 1 right.
It's all good now, man.
Cross 1 left, and we'll hold short 1 right. Just on 512.
Welcome 512, cross runway 1 right, continue taxi. You were wanting to at right Lima, were you?
That's correct. We'll be expecting a intersection departure from 28 right on Lima. To go cross 1 right. under control.
Welcome 512. On departure, fly heading 050. Wind 0805. Runway 28 right, intersection Lima. Clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, intersection Lima, 28 right, direct heading 050 for that control. Thank you.
San Francisco Tower, United 258, heavy radio check.
258 heavy, San Francisco Tower, 504.
Great, thanks. We'll be calling you again shortly, 258.
San Francisco Tower, good evening, Delta 622 heavy.
San Francisco Tower, Alaska 420 on base for 28 right, quiet bridge at 5,000.
That's good, 420 San Francisco Tower, good day. Continue to approach, call me just near about 5 mile final for 28 right.
Copy that for Alaska 420.
And San Francisco Tower, good evening, Delta 622 heavy is at the hold Foxtrot 1 for 1 left.
Delta 620 heavy, San Francisco Tower, good day. Cross runway 1 left and 1 right. Continue taxi 28 left.
Crossing 1 left, crossing 1 right, and down to 28 left, Delta 622 heavy.
Delta 512, just to confirm, should we be heading 050? I just want to double check.
This is 512. Yeah, that was correct, heading 050. Thank you.
050 right, turn for Delta 512.
DCM 5. Delcom 512. Sorry about that. I want hitting left turn 200 and then contact departure 135.1. Sorry about that. I got the wrong one.
No worries. Do you want us to take a left to 00 for Delcom 512?
That's correct. Left turn 200. Delcom 512. Thank you.
We'll turn 200 Delcom 512. Thank you.
Surprised they didn't hand me off to departure.
Tower, good evening, Southwest 3781, I fired LAX.
Southwest 3781. This is good. Hey, can you do the stick 3 departure?
We do, Southwest 3781.
Southwest 3781, thank you. Clear to Los Angeles, Victory departure, you may transition S5, come by the STID. Flight level 370 and 10, departure with 135.1, score 4536.
We've got LAX 63, eBay transition, departure on 135.1, squawk 4536, Southwest 3781.
Southwest 3781, brief back correct, expect runway 1 left for departure, call wind, ready for taxi.
1 left, San Francisco, half an hour on the ground, but we'll call.
San Francisco Tower, Alaska 420, 6 miles out, 28 right.
Alaska 420, thank you for that. Wind 0907, runway 28 right, clear land.
28 right, clear land, Alaska 420.
And Delta 622 approaching the Hove, 28 left.
Delta 622. Hold short runway 28 left.
Hold short 28 left, Delta 622. So I got that one there on the final, so once he's landed we should be able to cross. Going across to the secondary runway, you can see on the moving map up there, and we'll be departing.
Delta 622 Huey, line up and wait, runway 28.
Okay, change of plans there. We'll line up and wait 28 left now, Delta 622 heavy.
You're 698, what's in the visual, 28 left, 8 mile final.
United 698, side set for runway 28 right, continue approach.
Then cross over to 28 right, 396
United 698, that is correct, runway 28 right, side set.
Tower United
7, runway 28 left to take off.
So was that for the 622 there you were cut off?
Delta 622, 10907, runway 28 left to take off.
Great, take off 28 left, Delta 622.
Left for 20, hold short, runway 28 left.
Holding short 28 left, last 420.
United 698, runway 28 right. Clear land.
28 right, clear to land, United 698.
Tower United 258 heavy at the gate, requesting IFR clearance to Denver is filed.
United 258 Huey, San Francisco Tower. G'day, you're cleared to Denver via the Troop and 2 departure, type 3 transition as filed by the SID, flight level 39010, departure will be 135.1, score 4546, thanks.
Cleared to Denver via the truck into final cruising altitude 3900, departure is on 135.1, squawk 4546 for United 258 heavy.
258 Heavy, read back correct. Advise you have information India on board. Expect runway 1 right for departure. Cool, when ready.
We'll pick up India and we'll expect 1 right for the departure, United 258 heavy.
Thank you. Delta 622, North departure 135.1. See ya, have a flight.
So can you just get that frequency again, Delta 622?
Delta 622, contact north departure, see ya. Alaska 420, cross runway 28 left at Delta, exit the gate by Alpha.
Alaska 420, cross 28 left at Delta, Alpha to the gate.
United 698, exit left enable, cross runway 28 left.
Knockout departure, good evening. Delta 622 is with you, climbing through 2.1.
Delta 622, NorCal departure radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Climb maintaining flight level 190, Delta 622.
Correction, Delta 622, Eagle Airspace, Oakland Center's offline, frequency change approved.
Also advised with them for Delta 622, thanks for the help, see you soon, bye.
It looks like I'll be cruising at 0.78. 0.78.
Okay, roger, 0.78.
So since we've got a cruise speed with the guys ahead, to the VNAV page. Actually, our recon speed's already decimal 6 there, so that'll suit us just fine, considering the delay we had on the departure there compared to Eric. We can keep decimal 6, which should give us a nice distance. So one thing we'll do now actually is, since we're cruising nicely, so
Wow, these clouds look way better. This is awesome.
Yeah, man, they sure do.
I like the way the tops of them look. Just right now, it looks really cool. It almost makes you feel like you're not flying that high, but you are, you know?
funny thing is though, when you get the cloud textures just right and then you're flying over somewhere like the Everest, or you're flying somewhere like oh, what the friggin' hell's that mountain? This makes me sound so stupid now, but the south of France, friggin' hell, what's that mountain range called now? It's gonna sound so simple.
Alps?
Oh, that's the one.
I was gonna say that, but I wasn't sure.
The name just slipped my head. But the funny thing is, like, when you got the cloud textures just right, and then you're flying over the Alps, especially when you're in like a smaller aircraft, and you're flying lower, like, and you got the clouds like at about 14,000 feet, and the Alps just peering up at about 15,000 feet.
Oh, that should be fun, right?
Yeah.
Hey Grant, just checking some math. What's your ground right now? 4 something?
Good evening, Speeder. How's it going? Yeah, not too bad, buddy. Same as usual. Excuse me. Yeah, very nice. One of my favourites. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. It's the P3DV4 version, so still in early release as such, so still got a lot of work to be done on it by Captain Sim. But actually, very nice aircraft, and I missed flying the 757.
You guys have any idea what runway we'll be landing on?
For now, I'm setting for 16 right.
Yeah, I set up for 16 center.
Alright, roger that. I put 16 right in.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice one to fly. As I say, needs still got some work to be done on the internal systems, and I think a couple of bits and bobs on the flight dynamics need to be done as well. But overall, still a nice aircraft. And I think he's got the latest hotfix, which is 1.001 or so. Not as such, as long as you get the correct flex temp put in, with the kind of altitude you're running. So for that departure there, I think I put a flex of, I had a flex of 44 degrees on that departure. So give me the correct EPR, which was, I can't remember what the EPR was, if I'm going to be completely honest. But seemed to handle it really well. Took off with about 2/3 way down the runway, so seems to work. Probably needs a little bit of an improvement, but it's not by too much of a deep margin.
What's your ground speed, Grant?
Ground speed is 422.
You at 7.8?
I am indeed.
What are your winds?
Coming off the left side at 62 knots.
That's exactly what I have. Okay, that's interesting. I'm at, well, I was at 7.8. I'm at 70403. When I was at basically 778, I was 414.
Okay, so if you're going to want to input the flex temps, you need to learn how to calculate these first of all, and I might do an instruction on these, but you need the tables to do the flex steps. But if you're going to input them...
nice short flight, right?
is what we would do, is we would go into the performance index.
I can't believe how good those clouds look to me right now. It's awesome.
First thing we'll need is a reference outside air temperature, which was San Francisco. We used a reference of 12 degrees Celsius. We also need the runway wind, and then using what we calculate, and as I say, I calculated about 44 degrees, you just input that under thrust. And that would give you the correct V-speeds as required.
780 gives me 406 for ground.
And Rosie, unfortunately not. I've not had the chance to do any long calls recently.
Somebody's math is off, huh?
Sounds like it. So you can see
I have
from the,
439 for
top
ground
right
speed.
as well is, once we get to the next waypoint, that'll be the start of our arrival into Seattle.
Yeah,
So
I'll have to get Leonardo to check this. The Barwood pole too is off a little bit.
To be honest with you, I can't remember now if they came with the Captain Sim itself manuals or if I got them from somewhere else, but I'll have to check that and maybe get back to you. Yeah, I love my long hauls as well. I've just got the friggin' time to do them. Yeah, it is known that there are a few bugs still to be kicked out in this. I mean, flight dynamics still needs to be worked on a little bit. Internal systems on the FMS, panel save states, load and fuel balance, things like that, requests. It's coming along, but it's going to be, I'll bet it's going to be a few months before we see it fully completed, or nearly fully completed anyway. Just to double check with you guys, what runway transition are you taking, Dave?
Grizzy? Something like that.
I took, I think, Griffey, or whatever.
Yeah, that's it, Griffey.
Yeah, in terms of, I mean, I'm not that fussed about the 300 series. I mean, the 200 is always my favourite, so I'm happy they released this one first. I'll probably end up with the 300 as well. I'm a bit of a hoarder when it comes to the flight sim add-on, so chances are it'll come into the system at some point. Guys, don't forget, if you've got any questions, requests, anything like that for us, let us know. We'll do our best to accommodate. If you've got any aircraft that you want to see or tutorials you want doing, let us know and we'll do our best to get something done for you.
Wow, I'm kind of way ahead of you guys.
Yeah.
Trust me, Rosie, one thing you'll see from us is we're usually one of the groups that is lucky enough to do what we call the beta release to the or the initial release to the public. So what we'll do is we'll make some kind of an announcement when we're allowed, or Aerosoft will make the announcements. It's more than likely going to be Aerosoft, but you'll definitely hear it when it's available. We'll definitely update you on that. Yeah, again, if you're keeping on our streams there, one thing we are doing at the moment is we are currently working on the beta for the A318. So we can keep you updated on, we can't divulge too much information, but one thing you can see with the streams is what progress has been made, whereabouts we're up to. We obviously can't still give, as per usual, can't give any kind of release dates out. But yeah, we give a lot of information on the streams of what we've got available in the 318. I mean, one of the best features at the moment, and one thing we're hoping, well, not that we're hoping, but we know it's coming up, especially for me doing the long hauls, is the Equi time point feature, which was missing obviously from the previous versions of the 320 family. So we'll have that nicely built in, and the connected flight deck.
Oh my gosh, that guy goes to Seattle, went all the way from Frankfurt straight to Seattle.
So that's definitely coming along. A lot of those features obviously we'll see implemented into the future for
that's a long haul.
330 family series.
Don't they usually land on the East Coast from the Europe?
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, that seems pretty long.
That was one of my favourites. I mean, I used to do a lot of flights like that. I mean, Dave will tell you, one of my favourites when I first got to know Dave was doing Manchester in the UK to Las Vegas.
Wow.
That one is bogus. He used to fly into bogus like every other flight.
Oh, I still love me bogus. Bogas, I got that name right. It's a bit of an approach actually. He's doing that VOR DME approach into Madeira with the 747.
That guy did a great job landing that thing.
Yeah. Only reason 747 actually ever went to Madeira in the first place in real life was to test if the runway was long enough. Well, not to test, but to prove that it was long enough. Oh yeah, that's one thing. Well, I'm not going to do the transatlantic.
I need to call a stewardess for a steak or something.
Flights.
Flight attendant.
But once we get the updates on this, then yeah, I'll definitely be taking this on a few transatlantic routes.
So a buddy of mine and I were out in Las Vegas, and we were on our way home, actually, from Vegas. Was it Vegas? Shit. No, you know what? It wasn't Vegas. It was somewhere around Buffalo, New York, I think, or Chicago. So anyway, and we're sitting at the bar, and these two girls come in, and they were acting very much like they'd just gotten off of work, and they were pretty giddy and this and that and everything else. And so my buddy asked him, he says, "Oh, are you guys stewardesses?" Well, you know, you didn't call flight attendant stewardess anymore. It was, and they were, but they were very insulted. They didn't want to talk after that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Best thing I ever read is pilot gets asked the question like, "What do the stripes stand for on your shoulder?" And he looks back and he says, "Well, the ones on the left are the people I have killed. The ones on the right are the people I'm allowed to kill."
I still want to kill.
I'll send you a link to an article in a minute. Got an article earlier on today in the Guardian over here. British Airways 777 pilot pulled off the flight just before departure for being drunk.
I saw it.
When did that happen?
Today.
Really? Holy crap.
It might have been yesterday or today, but yeah, the thing was released today.
I saw it in the news yesterday, so yeah.
Yeah, it's not obvious, like your breath won't smell or anything, you know.
Slurring your words, you know.
Especially the flight deck with someone else close to you, I mean, you know.
But you're slurring your words. Yeah, but I don't fly with my words.
Yeah, I fly with autopilot right now.
Autopilot's not drunk, that's it.
I drink better when I fly.
You drink better when you fly, what?
I drink better when I fly. You gotta watch the Star Wars, the Family Guy Star Wars specials for that.
Tourists in Jamaica warned to stay in resorts after shootings lead to a state of emergency. Britain, U.S., and somebody else has sent a warning telling people to stay there.
What's up with this government shutdown stuff?
Oh, what's up?
Yeah, U.S. government's shut down right now because Congress couldn't agree on a funding package to fund it.
That's so ridiculous, I think. They did that when Obama was in too, didn't they?
Oh, it happens all the time, yeah.
That's crazy. It's weird it happens almost a year after Trump's first year.
A mother / wife with secret online life found slain. Well, shocking. I'm shocked.
Really? Really that shocked?
Exactly. Here, take a look at the link Tell me he didn't know she had a secret on my life.
No, she's a bit older than me, but she has a nice pair of tatas.
What was she doing? Charging Snapchat premium Snapchat on Periscope?
I don't know. It says calling herself an exhibitionist and posting risque photos with a chance for subscribers to see sexier images for $15.99 a month. Well, you know, she's nice looking, but I wouldn't pay her $15 a month to pick up the dog crap in my backyard. I don't even have a dog. I have a beautiful wife, absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Even if I was on a desert island, maybe if I was on a desert island, maybe. Probably not.
All of her pictures look the same. She's just wearing different outfits.
Oh, there's more pictures?
There's like 2 or 3 pictures if you scroll down.
Hey, Rosie. Yeah, here, Rosie, I'll tell you what we're talking about here.
I love that reaction from Dave there as well. Oh, there's more pictures? With a bit of a sound of desperation in the voice there to see a little bit more.
That's the exact same pose, isn't it? Or damn near the exact same pose. Almost like she just changes, you know, clothes with her computer or something.
Well, you know, they get the perfect angle and to make them look the best they can and all this crap, you know.
Oh, no, she's getting older. She was just trying to get attention while she was still a little young, but she's getting old. Yeah.
42?
Is that what she was? Yeah, see, I didn't know what her age was, but I'm looking at her and I'm like, oh yeah, she's showing the signs big time.
Man dies while diving in treacherous networks of underwater caves in Florida.
Which is more interesting to me than this winch. Yeah, like I said, big surprise, you know. Secret online life showing nude photos of herself, selling nude photos, and then somebody whacked her. I mean, really? Did you guys see that thing I sent you earlier about the Dash 8 with the crosswind landing?
Yeah, why didn't he go around? What the heck was he thinking?
Well, you know, I'm going to tell you, sometimes, you know, everything is normal until that last 30, 40, 50 feet, and then, you know, you catch a crosswind out of nowhere. You got to ride it out, you know. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to, initially, it's hard to power out of a crosswind. So, you know.
I remember seeing that one jet, I think it was like Germany somewhere, a video, or he almost hits the wing on the ground before he goes around, like having a real hard time coming in.
Oh, he slapped the ground with his wing. Yeah.
It looked like he did. I don't know if he did or not, but it was
Oh, yeah. He slapped the ground. Yeah, sure did.
Oh, is that the Airbus? You can see the aftermath of that, actually, where the wing's actually bent up by about 15-20 degrees.
Yeah.
Wow. I just remember that video being all over everyone watching it.
In fact, I've just thought that's where friggin' Airbus got the idea for the sharklets.
Yeah, right. Actually, I know where that idea came from. Actually came from submarines. But anyway.
What about the Airbus video of at the air show where it just flies right into the trees?
Oh.
They did an air crash investigation on that. That was when the Airbus display.
Yeah, and that's happened a couple of times too. South America is infamous for Airbuses doing that.
Wow.
You know, one of the most, I mean, I love Airbus, like, but one of the most dumbass crashes, like fatal crashes, came from an Airbus pilot. The reason was, this is in South America, and basically what happened was, Airbus lands, and it goes off the other end of the runway and into a gas station, as you would call it. You know, blows up, kills everybody on board, kills a few people on the ground. Now, the dumbass of a pilot on this one, and this is what makes me think like somehow these people managed to breathe without having headphones that tell them to breathe in, breathe out. There's a MEL requirement or a dysfunction on the aircraft where the number 1 or number 2 reverser is inoperative, so you know they've only got one reverser to work with. So for some reason, like, he sets it up, and as you know with Airbus, like you can keep the throttles in the climb detent until the 24 off the ground and it goes retard. Now, for some reason, what this pilot did, thinking he only had one thrust reverser, is he only put one throttle down to idle and into reverse. He left the other throttle in the climb detent.
My man.
Well, I guess the plane called him a retard for a reason when he was landed that time.
He was looking at it going, why aren't we slowing down?
That's crazy. How could they not? There's 2 pilots, right? How could they not notice that?
Oh, dude, it happens all the time. I don't believe it or not. I mean, if fatigue comes in, I mean, another instance is the Northwest DC-9 crash that happened out of, I think it was Minneapolis, where they taken off in bad weather, so they got delayed, and so they're rushing to get out, and they forgot to select the flaps for takeoff. So they hit what they thought was the V1 speed with for flaps 11 or something, rotated with no flaps and stalled the aircraft.
Oh man.
But the biggest one for pilot fatigue was the Colgan -8 crash out of Buffalo. Because the first officer,
that was fucking inexcusable.
What did she like friggin' retarded the power or something? Or the captain retarded the power and she friggin' raised the flaps? When she was
that's right. Yeah, inexcusable. Absolutely inexcusable. Just, you know, that falls into the category the stupid shall be punished, and so will everybody around them.
Yeah.
I guess so.
There was a guy in India a while ago, like, and this same reminded me of some of these pilots. And what he said was, like, I don't know if you've ever seen it, like, but in India, like, they're driving on whatever side of the road they want half the time, and in, like, some of the most defunct cars and trucks and whatever else. And there was a driver a while ago, like, and he's driving, he often, like, drives one of the most disrepaired trucks and drives in a completely reckless manner. And someone asked him, it's a true story, someone asked him, like, I mean, what happens if you crash? And he goes, well, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. And what happens if you hit somebody else? I guess it's their time as well.
That's messed up. Oh my god.
That's a true story, like it just says, if I crash into somebody, it's their time to go. And then people ask me why I'm in favour of natural selection.
What a dick to say something like that, though.
And Rosie, trust me, I know, but these guys, because they were so rushed out to get out of, with the storm, they were delayed that much, like they just rushed to get out and they missed the checklist.
I'll be right back. Gotta hit the head.
Yeah, Rosie, I'll tell you what you can do actually, is you can Google, excuse me.
Ron, you still with us, buddy?
You can actually Google
yeah, just listening.
air crash investigations.
Just listening.
Northwest DC-9 crash.
We had a
all these are up on YouTube.
we've had a couple of great -8 flights. Been, you know, every time I fly the -8, I just fall in love with it all over again. And we just had a series of terrific Dash 8 flights, and you know, we started Eric's training in the Dash 8, and he's coming along pretty fast. So we're gonna have him. In fact, we'll have him make one more flight with me, and then I'll put him in the driver's seat and start, you know, teaching him how to handle the aircraft. But so much fun, so much fun. Love that aircraft.
It's great.
Say again.
It is a great plane.
Oh, it is. It really is. Yeah.
It was a great plane until I disconnected the autopilot the other night and it went full nose shame up on us.
Yeah, that was a little weird. I don't understand why that happened. It shouldn't have, but
I don't know. It's like the trim was the trim between manual flights and auto flight was completely disconnected for some reason.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm glad you brought that back up, because I'm gonna dig out the schematics. I have them here, and I'm gonna see if I can figure out how that's supposed to work. I should be able to. So I have the schematics and the functional flow for that. So I'm gonna check that out. Hey, Raul, we got the FCOM. I snagged the FCOM and the AOM and all that for the Boeing 717 the other day. Probably the hardest flight documents to find, and I finally found them. And years of looking, by the way. And so anyway, if you ever start to fly that aircraft, let me know and I'll slam them over to you. But we have them in our library now. Of course, you know, the MDAs be out soon. Only thing is I don't think it's going to be shared cockpit capable on release. I have to get a meeting with Dave and talk to him about that. And I can't tell you. I'm streaming, so I can't say why. Matter of fact, you know what? I think I'll just write to him right now.
About 80 miles from top of descent.
Roger, roger. Yeah, they were also a sack of idiots. Oh, very good, Joss. Yeah, I think I've got them printed out somewhere. So yeah, they may have come in. Yeah, they're probably the ones out that manual then.
I don't think there's any ATC there or anything right now. I don't think I ever flew into Seattle.
Yeah, that's happened. Again, YouTube's your friend. There was one dumbass captain who worked for Swiss, and he was completely unqualified in all of the ways. And he somehow managed to retract the gear whilst the aircraft was sat still on the ground. And he actually crashed into a mountain whilst he was flying a RJ-146. Crashed into a mountain. So how he didn't get fired earlier, I don't know, but apparently Swiss were running low on pilots at the time. Well, the type of aircraft he was in, it was a prop liner, an older one, so it didn't have the ground disconnect switch, or sensor, sorry, so basically even if you're on the ground and you raise that gear lever, it would raise the landing gear, which he somehow did.
I like these clouds. They don't all look the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not like, I don't know. I've seen some that's just like a repeat over and over all flight. I see a mountain way over there to the right. Is that Olympia, whatever it's called?
It is indeed.
Yeah, I say it's snow covered and everything. Unless that's a cloud. No, that's not.
Oh shit! What, Grant? Did you pause or something?
Negative.
I'm alright. I've been doing the same speed. I'm right on top of you.
Did you take up before or after me?
After. Matt Wagner's live in the F-18.
Why does his name sound familiar to me?
Matt was the, oh no, he's not either. He's in some helicopter. Matt Wagner's the program manager and producer of DCS.
Okay. Did they have anything to do with Lachlan before that, or?
I don't know how the hell I got right up on top of you, buddy. I've been fluctuating below decimal 80. Are you getting micro stutters again?
No, I've been seeing.
Something's going on. You're moving ahead of me now. At a pretty good clip, actually. But you might times two it for a couple of minutes. I'll pause and you can times two it for about a minute.
Roger.
Or 30 seconds, I guess. I'm pausing now.
Right, I should have enough distance there now, shouldn't I?
Yeah. Oh shit! Did you pause or did you go ×2 mode?
No, I went ×2.
You're behind me now.
That's cheating.
Oh crap, where are you at now compared to me? Oh, I see someone behind me.
Something was going weird, man, because I'm ahead of you now, Grant. I paused and for 30 seconds and just about on the nose.
Pretty close to me, Grant.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I wonder if... Oh, you know what it might be? It might be VATSIM is screwing up. Oh, man, I'm sorry. If that might be VATSIM screwing up.
Right, so I'm going to slow it down, pal.
Yeah, he is about 18 miles. It looks like he's closing in on me.
Yeah, no, he's slowing down now, pal. I'm slowing down to .72.
Okay, I'm right about on my top of descent in a few miles.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Grant. It was... there's that significant lag again for the EFB, and yeah, that's what it is.
Really?
Actually, I am quite close there because I've got his contrails ahead of me. Best cruise speed for the 7.5 is somewhere between .78 and decimal 78 and .82, depending on conditions and any restrictions. So take the sensor on that, you can do .80 and it'll happily cruise at that. Now my flight sims, oh I know.
I just lost all sound.
Try it, Q.
I did.
Descend. Clear of conflict.
Crap, somehow I got paused.
Yeah, I hate it when it just pauses automatically on you.
I think you're ahead of me now, Grant. I was paused by accident. Oh, I can see you. I'm descending now. Wow, you can see those AI lights pretty good in the daytime, too. Wonder I didn't have sound, I was paused. Are you descending now, too?
Yeah, I'm on my way down.
Yeah, I'm at 317.
Roger, what's your Mach number, buddy, and I'll keep ahead of you.
Mine is 7.777.
Okay, I'm gonna decimate one for now then.
Or I could slow it down, or okay, you do that, I guess. Which I could just change runways I'm landing on too.
Yeah, we'll keep that as a last resort, but yeah, give it another 15-20 miles and we'll see what the separation is.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm going to start slowing it down a little bit now.
Okay.
If worst comes to worst, what I'll do as well is I'll sidestep it onto the 1.6 sensor.
Okay. Yeah, I'm slowing down too now. To 270 for now. You slowing to?
Currently down to 340. I'm going to take it down to about 310.
Okay. Yeah, you're still like just 10 miles away almost.
Yeah, Roger. Just, what's your current speed now?
270.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to slow it down to about. I'm going to slow it down to 290 for now. If by the time we hit the approach, we've not gained at least 20 miles separation, I'll sidestep over to 36 center.
Okay. Sounds good.
Of course it sounds good. I came up with it.
Uh-huh. Now I'm slowing to 250.
Roger. I'm going to keep my speed up just for a couple more minutes.
I see, so we'll fly left and then turn. Okay, I see how it's going.
What's your speed, Grant? Or actually, Eric, what's your ground speed?
My ground speed's 365.
Okay, right.
I'm going to keep the speed up below 10 just for now as well. Like I said, I'm just going to keep try and keep the separation going. So for the guys on the stream, we've got about 10 minutes to land in Seattle now.
Which runway are you guys using at Seattle?
Say that again?
Which runways are you guys using at Seattle?
They're using 16 right, I'm using 16 center. Left is a departure runway, usually, and so the other two are center is usually used for landing and departure, and right is usually used for landing.
Break.
Eric, just out of curiosity, what distance have you got behind me now?
About 10 miles.
Okay, right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the speed up a little bit further then. Once I get close to the 10, I'll slow down towards the final approach speed. Or I'll just make it a quick slow down.
Roger that. Drag. I don't want to be a drag queen.
You queen of the bears.
Slowing down to 230 now.
Little weather out there, I see.
I see little bits of rain, or not much. I don't know. I'm not looking too far though.
Every time you slow, let me know, Eric.
Okay.
What's your ground right now?
230.
Roger.
Well, I don't know what else just happened there, but I've just lost both of my engines and I'm gliding.
Oh, shit, man.
You can make it. Just turn towards it now. I don't know.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just over Payne Field.
Why does that always happen to you? I don't understand that.
I've not had it happen for a long time, actually. I don't know what went on, but I just, like, pitched up violently then.
Like it happened with this when you were flying with me that one time, too. And
yeah, so...
And then didn't it happen with the Airbus, too, the other day?
No, it's nothing with the... Oh, actually, with the Airsoft, I had... no, that was no pressure warning I had on that.
I'm going down to 210.
Roger, I'm turning towards the finals now. I'm just over the sitter.
Let me know if you slow, Eric.
So for the guys on
I
stream,
am
you
to
can take bets now of me making this.
That's a good idea. You gotta let me know. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I've still got like 25,000 pounds of fuel as well, so it's not the fuel.
Does the fuel freeze in that thing? You have fuel heaters?
It's automatic.
Oh, I got some rain here.
Oh, I've got the runways in sight. I've got plenty of speed to carry me, so I should make this. So this is the point where I say, hold my bear.
You go slow to 180 in the turn, Eric?
Turn Griffey yeah.
Looks like 170 in the turn, right?
Yeah, that was very true.
You got to come out of the turn at 170 knots, so.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. We're going two different runways, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
So,
rain.
zero flaps.
I just don't want to smack up on top of you here.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
video.
Can't see anything.
Yeah, it's definitely IMC, that's for sure.
We'll arrive fast.
You'll be dropping down to 4,000 here in a couple miles, so.
Mm-hmm. Looks like after I hit Griffey, I'll start. Go down to 4, then keep going.
Holy crap, that's a squirrel. That's where the fly down sound very good. Very sensitive. Oh, sensitive. Shit, I lost too much speed now. We'll arrive low. Slow, and this is not going to be a good one, guys. Trust me on this. This is not going to be good at all. Stall, stall, stall. Told you! Damn it. Oh, there you go. Well, that was a lot of shite, wasn't it? The Avengers actually just come... Oh, you bastards.
What, you're going to 16 center?
Different.
See the bottom of the clouds, finally?
What's your altitude for that?
5,400 about.
Roger.
Right near the bottom, not yet, but yeah. I can see the ground though.
That wasn't fun. Yeah, I might get another one going, Rosa. Just going to take a quick break. I'm going to watch these guys land. And then we'll have a look.
Some nice turbulence going on here.
And for the guys on the stream, don't forget, I know that was a bit of a situation on that one. I promise you it doesn't normally happen. But don't forget there to follow us on Facebook at FlyWithOVPA, or you can find me on Twitter at Sproson. We'll try and start updating the Twitter and Facebook accounts on future flights. And of course, if anyone's ever interested, and
Little rain beat the clouds, 4.3.
let us know. We'll have a new website coming up fairly soon, which you can join up with us on.
Mm-hmm.
So keep an eye out for that as well. Yep, that's exactly what happened, Jazz. I don't know what happened, but I looked down and my engines had failed. So I'm just going to pause it auto gate right now. Stream's not going off yet, guys. I'm just pausing auto gate so I'll make sure I'm out of the way for the other guys. That's the thing, no, my phone is
I'm
not.
slowing down to my landing speed.
So that's what's kind of annoying me a little bit. Still, I digress.
Okay, Ron.
Library. I need to add this airport. I've got the downtown in. I've not put the airport in, which is kind of stupid of me. So, 53, 4. Hold on, scenery. How did I forget to put the friggin' scenery in like a knob? Not too sure yet, Rosie. Actually, it'll either be one of the Boeings or one of the Airbus, if that narrows it down for you.
Very bumpy around this area.
Oh, yeah, it's a little bumpy. Yep. Now I know why you picked this. Alright, where did you park at?
Let's have a look. Where are you? I'm to your, probably what you'd see is 3 o'clock. Is that you there? Oh, that's not you, that's a CRJ or something.
No, I'm on the taxiway.
Oh, I see you over there.
I'm
I'm right
like
in front
coming
of
up the runway. Did you make it to the gates?
you. I transported over so I was out of everybody's way.
Oh, okay. Make sure no one's coming. Where's Dave at?
I'm just clearing now.
I think I just saw you land. That was you,
I did.
yep. Okay.
I did. Hey, Grant, the ILS did not, the glide slope didn't lock on again.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's, I don't know how many times we've seen, you know, in the last 3 versions, I've not had the glide slope lock on, and I was external looking at the Dresdecki city scenery, and totally forgot about it, that it didn't lock on. I think, oh, it'll lock on, I'll be fine. But so we got to write that up because you had that problem the other day, right?
No, that was in the Airbus.
Well, do me a favor and check it out your next flight, and we'll write it up. Just confirm it. Eric, where are you at? Eric, where are you at?
I'm crossing 16 left.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Where are you at?
I'm right behind, looks like I'm right behind Grant. At the gate.
Okay.
Gate Alpha 4.
Left or right of me?
Hold on, I'll tell you.
I'm like in the middle of everything.
Okay, putting the wrong scene there.
Right.
Hey, I don't see anyone.
Yeah, you won't. You have to go right and then make your left. Your next.
Okay.
Next Hey guys, they did a great Dresdecki design. You know, I'm not a huge fan, but they did a great job with the downtown area. That's what their scenery covers. It covers Boeing Field, the Boeing Field Museum,
Sorry about that. Yes, it is.
and the downtown area here in Seattle. And I like it.
But yeah, definitely a nice little aircraft.
And it's really, I was getting 30 to 37 frames as well. So pretty good. And they're going to be doing this airport as well. But I'm not, I'll get it just because, I don't have to pay for it. But I'm not thinking it's going to be, I think it's going to be a frame rate hog like the rest of their sceneries are, airport sceneries. But we'll see. What? Oh, there you are.
But Sim just disconnect me.
What happened?
But Sim is saying there is a problem with the server and you just disconnect me.
It did the same to me as well.
Oh,
I will land and then try to connect to another server or something.
Guys switched over to UK2, that worked. Okay guys, we're going to end the stream here for now. Hopefully we'll be back in a little bit if we get a second flight going, so either we'll see you soon or we'll see you sometime tomorrow. Cheers.